Yo, what's going on, guys? And welcome back to the final verdict. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 title changes for this podcast, but 100 episodes later, we are here. Episode 100 of the final verdict, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it. And we have a special episode. We have Wednesday season 2 breakdown. We're going to talk everything that happened. I feel like part 1, everything that happens free game.
Yeah, part 1 is free game.
Part 1's free game. Haven't seen part 1, go watch it. But real quick, if you haven't, definitely go check it out. The series is really fun. I still think season 1's better, but I enjoyed this season, especially this part of the season. So definitely worth it. Definitely go check it out. But John, we are here, brand new week here for Inside and Final Verdict. How are you doing? I get to ask the question for once.
Oh, I've been doing good. I was a bit busy earlier in the day. To get to episode 100, I released 2 things that are dropping today. First thing, you're never going to see The Conjuring, so I just took the liberty of doing it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I did a review of The Conjuring movie. It's doing really good in the box office, so I felt like I had to do something about it. And then I did like a little 10-minute recommendation. I was recommended that show Task. I told you about it. So I just did a little 10-minute recommendation episode. So that's what got us to 100. So yeah, I'm doing great. I can't wait to talk about Wednesday though, because I'm curious to hear what you have to say about it.
Did you see I added new movies to my thing as well?
Let's see. What did you add?
You did not notice it.
Heads of State, is that added?
That is brand new. Yes.
The Pickup, what is that?
That is a movie. It's on Netflix. Not Netflix. It's on Prime. It's with Eddie Murphy and Pete Davidson. Basically, they, those like armored trucks that they drive around with cash in it.
I think so.
Someone robs one, and they're the people who get robbed.
Okay.
It's not. Roman Reigns is in the movie.
Oh, it's that one. Okay. I remember seeing a Roman Reigns scene in like a movie on Amazon Prime. Okay. Is he in it a lot, or was it just like one scene?
It's literally one scene.
Okay.
It's so stupid what he's in. But he is in the movie. I will say, it's not a bad movie. If you get bored one day, definitely watch it. But I do want to see The Long Walk. If you and I are free next week, like Tuesday, I would be down to go to the theater and see it.
I'm definitely seeing it ASAP. I will say that. That is one movie that's circled.
I'm busy this weekend, but next week, if you want to go see it on Tuesday. Steeler game, college football.
College football.
But we're not here to talk all that. We're here to talk Wednesday. Like we said, everything free game. Part 1. Definitely go check that out. If you don't know how this works, we're 100 episodes in. Come on.
Yeah.
It's
same structure.
Even the episodes on Inside the Dome that are there. Same structure. We're going to talk non-spoilers. John puts a time caption when you jump to spoilers. If you want to go watch it and come back. But
also, when these are on YouTube, I literally put at the very top spoiler-free section and spoiler section on the YouTube versions.
I've never watched YouTube. Also, for the people watching YouTube, I did shave. All right, let's get into it. First things first. If you don't recall, basically everything that happened in season 1, basically everyone escaped the big. They were the insane asylum, I'll call it. And
part 1, you meant?
In part 1. That's what I'm saying. In part 1, everyone escaped the insane asylum, and that's where part 1 ends. And I was kind of disappointed where part 1 ends. I was like, okay, like how are they going to do this? Like, there's 2 ways they could do about it. They could just say, oh, we're going to go through and we're going to capture all these people. Or they're going to skip all the people and they're just going to focus on characters like Tyler, possibly the zombie, the person who was running the crap show and stuff like that. And where season 2 picks off, I'm not surprised what happened. And we'll get to that, obviously, in spoilers. But I enjoyed it. I think this part of the season saved this season for me because I really enjoyed the final couple episodes, especially that hour-long episode. of part 2 and then the finale. I really enjoyed the finale, but I feel like they definitely saved it because I was kind of getting like, all right, what are they gonna do? Like, and then they slowly worked it in. It got better. I really enjoyed it. It was a quick little binge. I actually binged it late at night. I normally don't do this. My mom, my sister, and I all were watching it. My mom went to bed after episode 6, and me and my sister stayed up for 7 and 8 until 2 in the morning because I was done.
Whoa. Yes.
Well, we didn't because this is episode 100. But what did you think of this?
I kind of agree with the notion that you just said in terms of the second half saved the season, because I gave the first half like a 6-7 out of 10. Like I didn't
That
know
meme's never gonna die.
what to give it. Like I was really more of a 6. And looking back at it, like that first half is so forgettable compared to like what we got in this half, I feel like. Like I'm just trying to like remember everything. Like there was the asylum, there was like that camp episode. But it's like nothing else in the first half was interesting compared to the second half. And I felt like it toned down in terms of like how many storylines were going on at once. Like I think we were making the joke in the last episode, like how there were just so many different storylines. It kind of brought things together easier in this chunk. You mentioned one episode, episode 6. I think that was the standout episode, the hour-long one. That one was my favorite one. Honestly, it was probably my favorite of the whole season. I don't know. It wasn't like the most significant story-wise, but it was just so fun to watch. And we'll get more into it in spoilers. But episode 6 was really fun and very unique in terms of what they did. And like the episode 7 too, I really liked 7. Like there's a whole dance scene. Lady Gaga got a whole new song.
Which, by the way,
Everything.
I am very disappointed with what she was in this season.
Yeah, she didn't have a big role.
I thought
We
that
were
she was
theorizing.
I thought she was going to be a lot bigger. But
Yeah.
that song's a bop, by the way. Just saying. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
they
you
were
think.
like dancing and everything, and I was like, ooh, okay, yeah, I like
Dude,
these dance
she
moves.
released an album that like a couple days before that Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a song dropped. Because I watched the show the day it came out, and the song was out.
Yeah.
Too. So she dropped that pretty quickly.
She did. But I will say too, is they tied up a lot of things in this part, especially in the first part, because I'm like, okay, where are we going with the zombie? Where are we going with the parents being there? Where are we going with this? The person who's with the insane asylum. Where were we dealing with the patient? What is Wednesday going to do when she gets out of this coma? Like, it all started coming together, which helped it a lot.
Yeah, like there would be two things that you didn't think were like gonna tie together, but they tied together pretty early. Like in terms of the zombie and maybe something else. Like they come together and those storylines can just connect. Whereas like in the first half, it was like there were just 12 different things going on with no connection to one another. So I think that's what helped this half a lot more. Now, some of those stories, did they have like the greatest conclusion? Principal Dort? I don't know. We can talk about that. Like did some of the stories fully pay off? But it was good, I would say. Was it the greatest ending? Wasn't the greatest thing, but it was good. And like I didn't think the season 1 finale was like fantastic or anything.
No. Well, and this obviously is setting up for season 3, which is already confirmed, which we'll get more of that into spoiler section. But I feel like this is like, I don't know. I feel like if it was all released one together, I feel like it would have got a better of a rating. But we are grading like 2 like experiences, and like if like you know what I'm saying. Like if it all was released at once, like I would probably give it a little bit more higher of a grading.
Yeah, this did not have to be separated into 2 halves.
It's a money maker, but that's like, literally it.
I like that it's broken up a little bit. Maybe you could have just done weekly, but Netflix doesn't believe in the weekly release format, so they're never going to do that. I mean, I just think the second half was better than the first half easily. I want to. I mean, episode 6 and 7 were like really good, but I don't know if I don't know. I liked it. I don't think they should have split it up like that, but it worked. I would
You know,
say, and also one thought too. Holy crap, AJ Lee's on my screen right now. Shout out to WWE. What was I going to say? I liked how season 2 ends. Not like if you've seen Squid Game season 2, that just ends with like a big cliffhanger, unresolved storylines. They at least do their storylines. It has a proper conclusion, but it leaves something for season 3.
yeah,
Like I felt like we got things resolved. It felt like a good conclusion to the season, but with some things left to solve in season 3. I like that. That was a positive.
yeah, it was. And I was just gonna say too, we're gonna be screwed if the Stranger Things rumors are true with the run times and stuff.
Oh, like just super long?
Yeah,
Oh, they're
dude,
gonna be
Jimmy,
long.
shout out Jimmy. Jimmy is like, they're saying some of these episodes are gonna be 3 hours, and I'm like, please no.
The season finale of Stranger Things season 4 was like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Bro, I love long episodes, but like the fact that we have to,
That's not like an episode. That's a movie.
that's a movie, and like the fact that we're gonna have to record after it
Oh God, yeah.
because knowing
We're gonna be
Stranger,
on that.
well, because knowing Stranger Things too is like you're probably gonna get the episode the day after Christmas. Like John and I are going to celebrate our Christmas. We're gonna sit down, watch it, and then come on the podcast and talk about what we just watched because
Christmas night will just be up here.
we'll be
talking
recording. It will
Stranger
be Merry
Things.
Christmas. Same thing with Thanksgiving, Black Friday. You'll get an episode. Just because
Yeah.
if we don't, like, that's not something you can wait on. But anyways, going back to Wednesday, yeah. I mean, I agree. I ended pretty well. It's making me want season 3. I think the ending. I actually really enjoyed the ending. I thought it was really good, but a little too late just because of the viewing experience. But it is what it is.
I'm a little cautious. I don't want to. I can't spoil. I guess the fate of Nevermore Academy, in terms of where it ends off in season 2.
Yeah, that's kind of hard
I'm a
to talk
little
about.
concerned going into season 3 with what they're doing, but we'll save that for
I want
spoilers.
to say that for sports.
I'll
Speaking of,
save. I'll say that.
let's do our rankings. John, do you want to go first?
Yeah. So we have to do 2 technically. 1 grade for just these 4 episodes, and then a total grade
Correct.
for the season. Let's do 5 to 8 first.
Correct.
Actually, though, I really want to hear what you say first. I'm very actually. You have it down already, so you say it. It's already written down for you.
Yeah, I'm already down. I already write my stuff down a lot. But I am giving it an 8 out of 10 for episode 5 through 8.
Okay. Straight up.
I don't really know. I just really enjoyed the couple final episodes. They weren't perfect by any means. There's a couple of things with the principal, the one girl's mom, the siren's mom, and that stuff.
Yeah.
But it made me enjoy, especially the longer episode, and then the episode 7 and episode 8, and that we're moving along. Like it made me enjoyable, and it tied a lot of stuff together. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
All right. I'm between a 7 and an 8. I think I'm going to do exactly what I did for the first half. I'll give it a 7, 8 out of 10. It's in there. It's somewhere in there. I thought this was a good second half. The side story with like the principal wasn't that interesting in terms of like how it ended in a way. I don't know. Didn't feel crazy significant. But I think it was good. I think the episodes were more enjoyable episode by episode. So I'll give it a 7 to 8 out of 10. But the final grade. So for you, your first half was a 7. Your second half was an 8. So what will you give the whole show out of 10?
I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think the second half of the season carried it a lot. If it didn't, I would probably have gave it a 7. But I just think it was really good. I feel like I'm glazing it a lot, but I really had a good time with it.
I do have to ask though,
talking
because we do have a long while until our TV.
Well,
ranking,
hold on.
So I can't say it.
I was up until 2 a.m. watching this show. And if John knows me, I don't do that.
Yeah. I
So
will ask though, at this moment, it is above Daredevil Born Again on your ranking.
I think I enjoyed it more, Loki. I think
Okay.
part of the issue is with Daredevil too, is it took forever to get into things. Like they're good episodes, but like it's the same thing as Netflix with Wednesday. It started taking forever, and then it just didn't feel like resolved.
Daredevil definitely tried more setting up its next season compared
Yeah,
to
that's
like
the thing.
that did annoy me with Daredevil. I remember we graded the individual episodes. I gave the last episode a 6, I think, for Daredevil. I
But
was mad
hey,
at
John, you
that.
see what's my number 4 at the moment?
You're number
Don't
4.
say it out loud. I feel like
Yeah.
that definitely could pass Wednesday. Just saying.
Okay. I see. I see. For me, I'm gonna give the whole show a 7 out of 10. I
Yeah.
don't know where I'm gonna put it in my other shows. I mean, it's below Daredevil because I gave that an 8. Um, I don't know where exactly I'd put. I think I know where I would put it. I'm gonna kind of copy and paste it right now. But
Do it.
oh god, I'm messing up. Oh god. Okay. Oh god, I'm messing up. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I think this is a good show. Do I prefer season 1 more? I think season 1 was a little bit better. I just think one, it wasn't broken up into 2 halves, but I like the show. I think it's still good. If you liked season 1, I think you'll like season 2, maybe not as much as season 1. There's some things we're going to discuss in spoilers, so we'll see if our opinions stand. But if you like the first season, I would check it out. I'd leave it at that.
All right, you ready to move on? Spoilers.
Let's move on.
So obviously, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Or if you simply do not care, oh well, you're gonna stick with us and you're gonna hear about us talk about it. And 3, 2, 1. I will say that our episode we get where Wednesday and Eden switch bodies with the Lady Gaga episode.
6.
Dude, it shows how good of an actor Jenna Ortega is and the person who plays Eden.
Emma Myers.
Emma Myers.
Got a shout out.
Is it Eden or is it
Enid?
Enid.
Enid.
I turn off my lights. Enid,
Whoa.
sorry. But it shows you how
be
good of
back
actors they are because she did a great job portraying Wednesday, and then obviously Jenna Ortega playing Enid. I hope
that intro to that episode. Oh my god,
dude, it made you think. You're like, what?
I'm like, what are they doing here? And then I'm like, oh.
I will say too, like, she's allergic to color. Like, it was a throwaway line, but she's actually allergic to color.
That's great.
She has a phone and whatnot. I kind of just don't understand why they were like, hey, like, we're swapped bodies. We kind of need like a minute to figure this out. But I guess Wednesday didn't want to tell her mom. But like,
yeah. Oh, that episode though, like, that was so creative. Like, I would have never expected them to do that. Just like Jenna Ortega not playing Wednesday just felt so weird. But it was like oddly satisfying just to watch like both of them play different people.
Did you watch Stuck in the Middle growing up?
No, I did not.
Because that's what I know Jenna Ortega from. And that was when she was more like poppy and quirky. I mean, you've seen her in Death and the Unicorns. You've seen her in Beetlejuice.
Saw her in the Scream movies.
Scream, yeah. So obviously we all know she's a versatile actor, but just playing Wednesday, doing that.
Yeah, it just looks so weird.
But Lady Gaga's
fun.
Yeah, Lady Gaga's part was kind of like
cameo.
Yeah, it was more of a cameo. I thought she would have done something more than like be like, "Oh, don't move your hand over off the fire."
I mean, I guess what's tough though is because they never introduced her in the first half, so it's kind of like, how like significant could her character be?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what they tease. Unless she was like the aunt or something, like the mysterious aunt that we saw at the end.
Like, well, no, because she's dead.
But there was like that one woman at the end, like the very end, and she like wants to kill Wednesday,
Yeah,
like Anophelia.
Wednesday's mom's sister.
Yeah.
She, which by the way, when she was writing on the wall, it's like kill Wednesdays. I think she's the one who wrote on Tyler's house about the whatever he is.
Okay. Interesting.
What is he?
A hide.
A hide. Yeah, because it was written in blood
Yeah. Okay.
and it was written on the house. So I wonder if the mom lets her out here and there.
Mm,
Just something to
interesting.
consider. Also, the principal showing up as the spirit guide.
Yeah, back in episode 5. If we want to start back there.
Yeah, if we want to go in order, because we can talk about all out of order stuff.
Yeah.
Do
Did you like the principal coming back?
I mean, it was funny that she was like the 13th cousin removed.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I just thought it was like, she's back, okay. But then I guess, then she hung out with is it Patricia? I think that's
I'm
it's
verifying.
Gomez and someone else.
I feel like it's, oh my god, where's the cast? Where on earth is the?
Ooh, we're joking, ladies and gentlemen. We're the Baltimore
I
Ravens.
believe it's Patricia. Larissa Weems. There she is. That's the name of the principal, Larissa Weems. If we want to call her Weems going forward. Oh my god, there's Pugsley. God darn it. Where is she? Oh, there she is. More Trisha.
More Trisha, not Patricia. More Trisha.
More Trisha.
More Trisha, Gomez, Pugsley, and Wednesday. What a name.
Gomez is the dad. Let's make that known.
He threw out the first pitch the other day at the Power Game. With speed.
Did he?
The same day Speed threw out the first pitch.
Pittsburgh got Mr. Beast and Speed all in like the course of a week. That's crazy.
And we weren't there. Anyways, yeah, the spirit guide. I mean, it was fine. But like, I have a feeling she'll come back at some point to play a bigger role.
I mean, they got rid of that whole coma arc pretty quickly. Like in the span of a minute, she woke up.
I kind of wish they didn't.
They kind of had to, though. Like, we know she's waking up.
You did. But, like, I feel like so much of this episode could have happened that, like, she could have been in the coma the entire time for that whole episode and, like, them keep coming back to her. She could even have the nightmares of in the coma. But like, and then she would wake up at the end of the episode. I don't think a lot of people would agree with me on that, but like, then like, because then what's the point of putting her in a coma? That she meets her spirit guide?
Yeah, I mean, because she got the spirit. I thought maybe Weems would have just like maybe there'd be an episode with like Weems in Wednesday, like in her conscience, like in the coma, and that'd be it. But no, she like woke up and then Weems is like everywhere with her.
So what I also do want to talk to you about: did the zombie change through the first part of the season?
Slurp? Yeah, Slurp changed.
Like you gradually, you could tell he was going through changes in the first part.
Because as he kept eating, he developed.
Yeah,
and then at the very end, like episode 4, he spoke his first words. So
he spoke.
Yeah, he spoke in the episode 4. He spoke, and then yeah, that's when that. Because he ate, like, he killed 2 people, like 2 very important people.
Oh, yeah.
And then he said his first words. So that kind of inclined that he
Yes, I do remember that. I do remember that.
Again.
Yeah, also them killing off the daughter right away.
Oh, the bird lady.
Yeah, they killed her off right away.
That was so dumb. It's like, but honestly, thank God. Like, that wasn't working. I don't know.
No, there was no point in it, honestly.
The whole Raven bird mystery was just like, we don't care.
But
so it's like I'm happy they got rid of that.
Yeah, and it starts when things start to connect, which is good. So, is there anything else? I mean,
episode 5.
Yeah, I kind of need.
This was the episode where Tyler was loose, and he wanted to kill.
Oh, and she was trying to tame him.
Yeah, Wednesday wanted to control him instead.
Tame him.
That was like the big thing. The principal like chose to still like go out and celebrate despite the killings. He's sus. It was like an outcast day of remembrance. So, but then again, it's like if Tyler wanted to kill Wednesday, he could have just done it in episode 4
I
instead of threw her out a
I
window.
can't. I
But
was
I don't think
talking.
he wants to. I think he's in love.
They're definitely gonna get married.
They are in love.
They
Like,
were,
he even looked sad when she was getting like buried in episode 8. Like he looked sad.
and part of it too is because she didn't kill him at the end of the series.
Yeah, they're in love. I mean, they kissed in season 1, so it's like he doesn't want to kill her.
And I feel like she's gonna find a cure for him too.
Well, the cure was in episode 8. The cure was
But
like
it comes at Pugsley's life. The only person who can torture Pugsley is Wednesday or Gomez.
I have a
Apparently,
question in episode 6 about that, which we'll get to shortly. So yeah, that was about it. And then that woman, the mystery woman in episode 4, like who was in the asylum, it's revealed to be Tyler's mom. That was the
Frances.
big reveal.
Francoise.
Yeah, Fran. We'll call her Fran.
Yeah,
Make it easy. And she's also a Hyde. And she and Morticia make a deal to essentially get Tyler out of there. But obviously that backfires. But I guess because they knew each other, I guess Morticia and Fran
yeah,
from the backstories.
Yeah, and it will get revealed later.
Yeah, but
and then the other big thing that happens is Enid turns into a werewolf, not a full moon.
Yeah, that's a big storyline. New storyline in the second half. But yeah, that was episode 5.
Episode 6. Woe thyself.
Woe thyself.
Obviously, Tyler and Fran reunite with Isaac, which is Slurp's name. Yeah, I like Slurp better. I called him Slurp the entire time. But reunite with Isaac, and they're not surprised whatsoever. And then Isaac tells Fran he can remove her hide and save her. And then Wednesday attempts to locate Tyler by using a charm of the gravestone of Rosalina Rotwood, but is interrupted by Enid. So this is the episode where they swap bodies.
Yeah. Because there's a curfew. Wednesday leaves. Enid is like, nah, I need Wednesday back here. So then she goes out. This is where we get Lady Gaga. At that gravestone of Rosaline Rotwood. And that's who Lady Gaga is. And she talks to Wednesday about, like, stuff. I don't know.
She wants to get her powers back temporarily.
Yeah. But then Enid touches her and they switch bodies. Loved it. Absolutely. They acted it so well. We already said that in the non-spoiler, but they acted so well during this whole thing. I didn't want it to end. I wanted the whole rest of the season to go like that.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, Wednesday wolf's out, but they hold on.
Whoa.
They go to the gravestone of Rosalina Rotwood, but is interrupted by Enid, who is transforming into alpha werewolf, and the two switch bodies. They each struggle to adjust to each other's personalities. Wednesday discovers Bruno is cheating on Enid, and Enid emotionally hurts Angie's feelings. Which, by the way, real quick, I kind of wish what we saw Wednesday tell Enid. Isaac is his name. No, it's Isaac. Sorry, Bruno was cheating.
Oh, Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno no more.
We don't talk about Bruno.
No more. No, I kind of wish we saw Wednesday tell her, just because I feel like that was such a big thing. And then Enid was like, "Oh well," like she was mad, and then she's like, "Let me take you to the ball," and he's like,
"How did she figure out? Was it
I think it was behind the screen. Well, because
somebody told. I think somebody told her. It was either Wednesday or it was Agnes.
But I don't think they told her on screen. I don't remember.
Somebody told her. I forget when, but somebody did.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously she found out, but Wednesday found out because she spoke Spanish. Spanish. Whatever Bruno's second language is.
It might have been Wednesday. Wednesday or Enid or Agnes said it.
Bro, but when Wednesday went and got technically Enid, when Enid got that coffee, everyone saw her drink. She started breaking out in hives. That was pretty funny. To cure Fran, Isaac removes the power supply from the mechanism that keeps
mechanism
mechanism that keeps Professor Orloff alive, and then eats his brain, which like so brutal. So sorry,
Oh,
I feel so bad for Thing because he
I
went
felt
to the body part intervention,
yeah,
not
like
therapy.
there was a whole therapy session with the professor with the head. Even Agnes went to it after Enid / Wednesday like spoke bad about her. And then this dude just dies straight up. Like forget about he dead. Slurp killed him. Slurp's becoming a dude again.
Yeah,
That was
Slurp
sad.
is becoming a dude. An invisible Agnes sees him doing this and follows the family to Willow Hill and warns Enid as Wednesday. As Isaac prepares to cure Fran using the lowest equipment, Wednesday, Enid, and Agnes arrive and sabotage it. Which, by the way, this isn't going to say it, but I love when Wednesday got buried and then they dig her off. Enid transfers to the.
Alpha Wolf?
No, wait, sorry, that's later.
That's way later. You're way
Yeah,
late.
yeah,
Way
sorry.
later.
Yeah, they help her and they all go out, and then yeah, because this is still body swap, and she turns into the werewolf. That was a fun little thing to watch.
I have a
And,
question though.
yeah,
So they're going to Willow Hill, Tyler, Slurp, and Fran to cure Fran. What's the point of stopping them? I mean,
because no, they weren't stopping them. They were there because Agnes was there, and they had to go
yeah, but
rescue
it's like,
Agnes. They weren't stopping them.
yeah, like they were there to save Agnes, which is fine, like because they were gonna kill Agnes after. But it's like they saved Agnes,
Agnes
then
was in the jail.
they could have just dipped.
They did. Well, I
But
mean,
but then they sabotaged the machine. They
I
didn't
don't know,
have to sabotage the machine.
but they
It
don't
was
like them.
Agnes who did. I remember this.
I mean, they did kidnap her, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but it's like I would just get Agnes back and dip, get out of there, because then
Well, they did.
it would have worked. Like the machine would have cured Fran, and then like problem solved. Like we're fine. No
But
more plot anymore. But Agnes had to sabotage the machine as
but
well.
also that wasn't what they wanted to do apparently, which we'll get to that.
It's like, but the whole plot could have been resolved there. They just saved Agnes and left.
Tyler attempts to attack them, but is stopped by Wednesday as Enid's wolf self. Everyone escapes alive. Wednesday and Enid swap their bodies back to normal, and mentioning what they each learned. Weems obviously tells Wednesday is now an Adams will die.
And they essentially ended the whole Enid will die storyline there.
Yeah,
I guess
pretty
that's
quickly.
because I guess that was when Enid was gonna die. Because I think if they went like past midnight, they both died.
Yeah, they both. No, it was till dawn, I think.
Or till dawn, yeah.
They were gonna die.
Yeah, so they ended that pretty quickly. That whole storyline. So now it's an Adams that dies. I still think they could have just avoided everything if they didn't damage the Lois equipment. Whole plot. They wouldn't have needed the brother's name. Oh god. Pugsley. They wouldn't have needed Pugsley anymore.
That's true.
They wouldn't have needed him. They had the thing from the dead professor. And it was all going to work. They could have just saved Agnes and left. But no, they had to sabotage it. And now they needed Pugsley. So, good job, crew. High five. Yeah.
And episode 7, Woe Me the Money. In 2008, Principal Dort arranges for actor Arnold Hunt to act as a leader of the morning song call where Bianca and her mother Gabriel were held. And the Principal Dart uses Bianca's siren's ability to make Grandma Frump donate. I did not know her last name was Frump. To make Grandma Frump donate all her money to Nevermore. Isaac treats Francois with blood infusion. All right, before we get to that, he just like straight up in this episode just kills the cult leader brutally with a fire. He just holds on to him and burns him and throws his ashes into the fireplace. Yeah.
This episode was really like finishing off the side story of the principal.
Yeah.
Like this whole episode. Like we kind of took a break from Tyler and all of them, Slurp. Like they got a scene. But it's like this episode wasn't really focused about them. That we got them at the end. This is all about Principal Dort. It does suck that Dort like doesn't factor into the slurp stuff. Like he really is just like pure side story, like a side quest that you go on when you want to take a break from the main mission. That's really all he ended up being. So it is kind of unfortunate. Poor Dort. I don't know. Because at least Weems was like, because she was the former principal and she was kind of significant to the whole main story. Dort is really just a side character. And this episode kind of proved it.
Well, he wants to build the giant tower. I will say,
he just wanted money. He just wanted money.
He just wanted money.
Yeah, he just wanted to rob Grandmama.
Grandmama. But all right, let's move on because I forgot my train of thought. Isaac treats Fran with blood fusions from Tyler. When Ajax worried about Bianca, tells Wednesday about Principal Dort's crimes. Wednesday plans to expose Dort. Meanwhile, Dort burns Arnold Hunt in the front of Bianca. And then they go to the ball at Nevermore.
The ball.
Which this is when I don't really have to read this because we all know what's going to happen. But obviously, first things first, Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Bruno fumbles again, takes her, but his girl shows up. That's not Enid. And Enid runs and cries away and goes, prepares for her dance thing, which I love, by the way. And I love that her and Agnes are becoming friends over Wednesday.
Yeah, I do like what they did with Agnes. I wasn't a big fan of her character, but it was like I did like what they did at the end. Like she got her own personality and all that. And she's like to Wednesday, I don't care what you think about me. And then Wednesday's like, good. Like, thank God you're off my butt at this point. They had a nice dance sequence. It was kind of fun. I was jamming.
And it tied them into stealing the principal's siren medallion. But real quick, also the thing with Agnes, when Wednesday talks to Bianca and gets her mind wiped, but Agnes is standing there listening to the whole conversation.
Yeah.
And then Bianca's like, oh, well, I guess we're going to do this. When Wednesday reconfronts her.
Yeah. And then we got the Lady Gaga song.
Dancing, it's called Dancing Until We're Dead. It's on Apple Music. I've been listening to it for the past, couple days.
Dancing Until We're Dead.
Dancing Until We're Dead. Dancing Until
Let's not sing too much so we don't get copyrighted.
It's such a good song, though. But I like how they integrated that with the whole stealing the medallion. Which I love how no one's like, oh, she's invisible. It's going to be Enid for a little bit. She goes steals it.
Yeah, she had a whole little dance solo.
Also, wouldn't the principal see her grab it?
No, he was jamming. He
was jamming.
He was jamming the whole time.
You're telling me this man's dancing and didn't go like this with a side eye at one point?
He's like, yeah.
Because John, when you dance, right? When you dance, you're dancing. You're not is it just me or is I'm looking at multiple things?
Yeah, I mean, I could maybe feel if something was coming out of my pocket.
Honestly, low key though, he was there for the money.
That's it. He didn't care. He was vibing.
They call him up on stage, him and Morticia, to talk about the gala that they put together, and then they make him tell the truth. And I will say, it was funny, but I feel like it could have been done just a little bit better. She was like, tell everyone. But imagine she would just said to him, expose the truth about the whole situation. And he just went on a ramble. But obviously, Grandmama finds out. And this is also, I believe, too, we forgot a big plot point, which we'll get to at the end of this. Bianca, they do this. Oh, Ajax uses his Gorgon powers to turn dirt to stone and Bianca to escape before a chandelier falls and shatters his body and kills him. Wednesday blacksmith
died.
Yeah, bro died probably the worst death.
I wasn't expecting him to die like that. I thought he was just gonna get arrested or something.
Not the worst death.
Yeah, he just got killed. They didn't intentionally kill him, but they intentionally froze him. But the chandelier just fell.
Also, I guess you have to directly look at the snakes.
Yeah, yeah. They've done stuff like that before. Like if you look at the snakes, like he turned into stone.
Well, I'm saying, but like you're telling me no one in that crowd was looking at the
Oh yeah,
snakes.
like the whole crowd had to have turned into stone
The,
too to make that
yeah,
fully believable.
yeah,
Unless you
that's what
can
I was.
like directly link eyes with him and like
But
command it.
during this, Pugsley, which also Grandmama donates large money for making fun of the dad because he lost his powers, which we'll get to in 1 second. But Pugsley leaves because he's sad, and he leaves, and good old Isaac shows up to kidnap him in this episode. And then obviously Pugsley is the one to be doomed to die. We forgot to mention that I think it's not this episode though, episode before that Pug or 2 episodes before where the zombie Slurp is in the funhouse
Oh
at the
yeah.
party. Yeah, we forgot to mention this. And he's in the funhouse, and Pugsley goes in and talks to him, and he's like, "Just let me go." And that's when Gomez realizes it's Isaac.
Yeah. And Pugsley let him go.
And then Gomez says that it's his old roommate. So everything is starting to come together in this final episode.
Yeah. Like Slurp's a meanie. The PG
He's a
word to
meanie
say.
weenie.
He's the
He's a
PG word to say. He's a meanie. Like poor Pugsley like took care of him, brought him back to life. And this dude sucks. He's just like screw you.
I'm stealing your powers. Which, I mean, this explains Gomez doesn't have powers because it got drained out of him.
Yeah, so should we just say like the big reveal, I guess? Like the big reveal with like how everyone's connected. Because everyone's connected at this point. So it's like
Except Enid. Yeah.
yeah, it's like yeah, Enid don't count. Like Tyler's connected. Like Tyler's mom is in the institution. And his mom's brother is Slurp. And Slurp and Wednesday's dad were best friends at college or Nevermore, if it was Nevermore. And then what is it? So he wants to cure Fran, and then
Gomez.
uses Gomez as a power source, drains
His
his
lightning power.
yeah, drains his electricity, nearly kills him, and then Morticia, I believe, comes in and saves the day, stops them. Big explosion happens. Slurp's hand gets cut off, which we'll get to in a bit. And then they bury. So Slurp dies. They bury. Morticia and Gomez bury Slurp, and so that's like the whole story. And they
How
add
they're
Tyler.
all interconnected.
They're all connected. They're all connected.
Let's try to explain this episode because this episode has a lot in it, and then at the end of it, we'll talk about the future of Nevermore and the start of season 3 and Enid, how she's going to return in season 3. But let's go through this episode because a lot happens in this episode. So Wednesday learns that Gomez lost his electrical powers after Isaac's attempt to cure Fran. We just said that, and plans to do the same thing with Pugsley. Wednesday confronts Isaac. Wait, hold on. Before we do that, at the start of the episode 2, how they all find this out is because Grandmama,
Grandmama. Morticia.
Morticia, and Wednesday hold hands that they do the spell and they go back, and that's when they see them burying the body, and then you get the explanation of how that all happens. What John just said. Wednesday confronts Isaac and reveals that Thing is actually his hand, which did not see coming, but it's nice that Thing actually gets love in that.
Yeah, Thing got a whole backstory. Like even Thing is connected to everything.
And the ring.
Yeah, it's like Thing is a part of this guy, Slurp. He's the hand for Slurp. That was crazy. I thought Thing was about to die.
I always thought Thing was like part of like a dead human, obviously, but like he would still have the conscience of that human.
Yeah, so I guess like how did Thing get his own conscience is a question.
But then again, we're talking about a world of werewolves, murder, zombies, a floating head in a tank. Like, no, it
don't
doesn't
think too hard about it.
Yeah, you don't need to think too hard into it. where he is thing is forcibly reattaches before burying Wednesday alive. Agnes and Enid attempt to unearth Wednesday, and Enid permanently becomes an alpha werewolf to dig Wednesday up before fleeing the scene.
Yeah,
Which I
because
love. Love when Wednesday comes out. She goes, "I quite enjoyed
yeah,
that."
and Enid was like hiding that night too because like she couldn't be
There's
out
a full moon,
because
yeah.
of full
Which
moon, and
I
then
like
Agnes,
the.
or you
Oh,
say your
sorry.
thing. You say your
I
thing.
was just gonna say I like the little subplot of Enid turning into an alpha.
Yeah, I liked it.
Um, I like also too when she wolves out her hair, like the color in her hair still stays.
Yeah, I guess
But
Agnes couldn't dig Wednesday out.
so
Couldn't get a shovel or anything.
I then I love how Morticia, uh,
Morticia
Morticia and what's
Gomez.
the dad? Gomez. I'm so fumbling this bad in this episode. It's Monday. I love how they show up right after. Like
Yeah, it's like they dig
right.
out Wednesday, and it's like, hey, what's up, guys?
What's Morticia's powers?
Uh,
Do we know?
I think it's similar to Wednesday, maybe. I don't know.
What's Wednesday's powers? Torture?
Wednesday has her psychic abilities,
Yeah, that she
where
loses.
that she lost for a while. So I guess
Yeah.
that. I mean, we don't get to see Morticia fully use them, but well, they all held hands, like all the women
Yeah.
in the family. So yeah, I think they all have psychic
Which
abilities.
also at this point in part one, I'm like, okay, why are the parents like sticking around? Besides the gala. Like there's some stupid reason they're still here.
Yeah, like they had to have been integral to the whole
Yeah.
story. Because in
Like
season
they're
one, when I was looking at the cast, like they were just guests in season
yeah.
one, and they're like
Except
main characters.
yeah, and then Fester.
Yeah,
Rip
yeah. Fester
Fester.
disappeared until the end.
He
Too.
always disappears. And then permanently becoming an airwolf and to take
Alpha.
up Wednesday before Alpha before leaving the scene, which we'll get to that. At the Tower, Largo, Francoise and Isaac forcibly restrain Tyler to cure him in her place when Wednesday frees him, which he doesn't kill her.
Yeah.
She doesn't kill him.
So Fran and Slurp,
Isaac.
they decide because Fran is dying because she's been a hide too much.
She's dead. Yeah, she's
like
dead.
she's on the verge of dying, which we'll get to. So she's like, "We're gonna save Tyler instead, so he doesn't have to be a hide anymore." And yeah, and then they're gonna kill Pugsley in the process. And then Wednesday and Morticia run up pretty easily. Wednesday's able to, instead of killing Tyler, freeze Tyler.
Because she loves him.
Yeah, and then Tyler attacks Isaac for, I guess he doesn't like Isaac anymore. / Slurp. Yeah, okay, that's what.
And
I
then
just said.
the Isaac, Tyler, and his mom fight. Before Tyler's mother falls to her death.
Bye bye, Fran.
Into werewolf hands.
Yeah, she like falls onto like a statue or something like
Which
that.
could, by the way, could turn into something because at the end of this episode, Tyler goes away with the werewolf teacher, the music teacher.
Yeah, the music teacher gets some significance at the end.
Yeah,
Because they weren't like doing much with her, but like she told Enid about her condition, and that was it.
Which is she trying to be helpful or is she trying to be rude?
Yeah, there's
but
something
after
sketch about her.
Yeah, she falls to her death. The lab explodes, but everyone survives, preventing Wednesday's promotion. Before Isaac can kill Wednesday, Thing breaks loose and rips out on his Isaac's mechanical heart, killing him for good. And the aftermath, Nevermore shuts down early, so it never does shut down fully. I don't, because I was gonna say it was like October. It wasn't shutting down like right away. So there's your answer, John. It doesn't shut down permanently. It just shuts down early.
But here's my question, in a way. So we're at the end. Like, Thing is back.
Hold on. Let me finish reading. Capri invites a grieving Tyler to join a secret park of hides. Tyler accepts. Wednesday, Uncle Fester and Thing head north to find Enid. Wednesday has a vision of her deranged maternal Aunt Ophelia, who's being held captive by Grandmama, and finds Ophelia and her sealing ray in blood. Wednesday must die. Which
What's
is
the
probably why Grandmama invites Wednesday. Just saying.
so is Grandmama evil then? Cause and what's Ophelia's deal with Wednesday? Like, what's her deal? Why does she want her
We're
niece
gonna find
dead?
out.
Like, what's wrong with the niece? Family not like each other? I don't know. What was I about to say? So my fear is that like they're like Nevermore
Nevermore.
shut down. Wednesday's looking for Enid. Are they gonna like abandon the Nevermore environment in season 3?
I think we're gonna get an episode that's not in Nevermore, and then at the end of that episode, they're gonna go back.
Because I'm just trying to think. Like, well, first off, they don't have they don't have a dean anymore
Well,
or a
let
president.
me put it this way too. I hope Enid returns as Enid.
That's
'Cause
gotta take multiple episodes though to like get her back to normal because it's supposed to be permanent. Don't you think? Can't be a one episode
You would think.
thing.
But I mean, Enid's character is awesome, and like their chemistry is amazing in the show. So like you just can't like keep her as a werewolf. But the other way I could see it as John too is they could have it where it doesn't take place at Nevermore, but she could go to Grandmama's for an episode.
Yeah, like I think they're gonna abandon Nevermore for a while. Maybe half a season. I'd say half a season they're gone.
Or they could do it in 3 parts, and like the first part they're out of it, second
Yeah.
part they go back, the third part they're there. But I feel like Enid has to return. Obviously, I feel like Nevermore's coming back, and there's going to be some other principal that's going to die. Which I hope the principal doesn't die because we're turning into Harry Potter at that point where the dark arts teacher always disappears after 1 year.
Let's make Wednesday's mom Morticia the new president.
The new president all day. Yeah. Well, right now we're 0-2. Both are dead. So,
Yeah, they're both dead. Who's next?
but yeah. Do you think that Grandmama invited Wednesday over so Ophelia could kill her?
Yeah, I think Grandmama is evil. Straight up. I mean, it's kind of suspicious to do that. So I think she's got some dark intentions.
But like, here's the other thing too, right? I get that, but if Wednesday was already at Grandmama's,
Yeah, they were
like,
together in a scene.
why would they just not do that scene?
Yeah. And I don't think Morticia and Grandmama like each other that much
They
either.
don't.
So there could be tension there. Yeah, that is true. If Grandmama wanted Wednesday dead too, then it's like they could have just done it there.
Why? Not unless they're gonna put it as like Wednesday made her donate money.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with all of that. I mean that's what they're teasing, the whole Ophelia thing. And obviously them trying to get Enid back. Tyler
Fester's-
with the music teacher. I don't know where that's really leading.
They're gonna get married.
Yeah, it's gonna
It's gonna
result
be
in
a
Wednesday and
very
Tyler kissing
weird
again.
wedding.
Some people are like, "Oh no, it's gonna be Wednesday and Enid instead," something like that, or like Agnes. I don't know. Not Agnes.
I was gonna say low key. I thought they were gonna make Enid and Agnes
Okay,
a couple.
I mean, I could maybe they dance together, but like they hated each other before that. But now they're like a trio potentially.
That's how every love story begins. Hey, 2025. Who knows what happens? I will say too, though. Ajax and what's her name?
Enid,
Nope,
Bianca.
the siren, Bianca. They're gonna be a couple.
Well, I think Ajax and Enid said that they'll be friends again. They said that.
Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be Ajax and Bianca. Also, technically, too, Enid's technically gonna be a lone wolf. Like they tend to be lonely.
Yeah,
The alphas.
well, that's what they're teasing. So I don't know. Jim.
I hope. Okay, like if you were Tim Burton, okay, how many more seasons would you do?
That's a good question. That's what I was going to end it with too. Like, I would say
Season 4 would be done.
I don't know how much more you even do. 3 to 4. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sure this show did good again for Netflix. So
I don't think 3 will be the last one. I think 4 or 5 would be the last one, and I think it should be 4.
I'd honestly say 3 to 4. I mean, I don't know how long Jenna Ortega, who's like pretty big at this point, like how long she's gonna do it, because there is that as
I
well.
I will say too though, they're actually at a very solid point for them too. Because if they film quicker than what they did for sorry, there's dust on my thing. If they film quicker than what they did for season one, everyone's aged up. That like the point that they won't age too much.
Well, like, yeah, Enid and Wednesday, they won't age anymore.
Yeah. And I
They're
mean Tyler
20s.
won't age anymore.
Tyler's 30. his
He's
actor's
30.
his actor is like 31, which is crazy.
Ajax won't age. Bianca won't age. The Prince.
The only people that are like in jeopardy are like Pugsley and them.
Yeah, but Pugsley already aged a lot.
Yeah.
So like,
Pugsley's like a 20-something-year-old, then it's like, oh god, we're screwed at that point.
but
I'd
yeah,
say 3 to 4. 4 is pushing it.
I think four's pushing it, but I seriously think they're going to do a fourth season. I think it should be the last.
Yeah,
Who knows?
I'd even, because you don't want a show to overstay its welcome as well. Like some shows do. Like at least Squid Game ended at 3. The Outer Banks is really overstaying its welcome. 4 should have been the max. Honestly, 3. Yeah, Squid Game finally stopped, but they're technically doing the American one now. Stranger Things has been going on for years.
Well, it's
They're
like the
finally
same
ending.
thing. The Boys
They know
still
when to
really
stop.
good. They're ending. Summer I Turned Pretty, which is about to wrap up. Yeah, it's based on a book, but right now we're at the point in the show where the book's actually done, and they're
Yeah.
just like doing random things. I think from what I've heard, I haven't read the book, but like they're not trying to drag it on longer. Like it's
Yeah.
going to be done, and that's 3 seasons.
Yeah. And season 1, I mean, let's look at it too, like how long it's taken them to get these seasons out. Season 1 came out at the end of November of 2022, and then these came near the end of 2025. So it takes about 3 years to
Yeah, but
these out.
Saga.
Yeah,
Actor strike.
so 2 to 3
strike.
years. 2 to 3.
And
Depending on
most,
schedules.
I'd expect a new one by 27. End of 27. You would think.
So it's, and when you take that in consideration as well, it's like.
But like the other thing is too, you look at James Gunn and his quick turnaround.
But
Why
what
can't
else
we
is
do
James
that?
Gunn working on at the same time? Like, he's DC.
What else is Tim Burton working on?
I'm thinking more Jenna Ortega and people like that.
What else is Jenna Ortega working on?
Probably a good amount of things. I've seen her in a lot of movies.
Well, like you think about it too, like Stranger Things. Those kids grew up so quick.
Yeah, they're old now.
They are.
I mean,
like they're married.
They're all like
one of them has
age.
a kid too. Like
some of them, they don't. Not all of them have big careers out of Stranger Things. That's the other thing.
No. But still, like you saw how long that took.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing too. It's like when you go so long, you have to like change the characters so much when they get older. Because like Stranger Things, at least they made the characters older. Like they made them high schoolers once it got to that point.
Yeah.
So it's like they had to adapt the show because of their ages. So it's like I don't know how long they'll go. I think 4 will be the max.
And the other thought I could have it for, if you think of it as a high school, it would be until their senior year, which would be in season 4.
Yeah, I just don't know how many more stories they got in them. Like, how much more can you do with like Tyler, for example? Like before they finally kiss again. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like you could do like one more long season, like with a lot of episodes, and call it wraps.
Yeah, I mean, you could even do like 12 episodes.
Yeah, like go one giant season to end it all. I think would be half decent. So, yeah, 3 to 4.
By the way, real quick, since we're talking Stranger Things as well, Jim.
Whoa.
Bears game.
Yeah, we're watching football, by the way, right now. Big pick.
Was that a punt return or?
It was either something. It wasn't a normal touchdown.
It was a pick 6. I think actually my sister bet on a Bears defensive touchdown.
Interesting. Let's not get sidetracked. Let's not get
Yeah.
sidetracked.
Hey, if you really want to get sidetracked, join us tomorrow.
Yeah.
NFL's back. But Jimmy, shout out Jimmy. He sent me a thing that like the possible run times for the show of Stranger Things. I don't believe it for 1 second, but he sent me it, right? So I asked ChatGPT. I said, ChatGPT, how long would the season be, hours wise, if like you would all released at once? It was 20 hours and 16 minutes of Stranger Things content.
At least
That's
they're
like 2
giving us a
days to
lot.
binge it.
At least they're giving us a lot.
Yeah, but you also have to remember that's going to be released in 3 parts.
Yeah.
But like the one thing was like 3-hour episodes, and I'm like, that's like pushing it.
Yeah. I mean, they made us wait like 3 to 4 years. At least they're giving us a lot to end us off with. But that'll be fun at the end of the year. That'll be fun. I
But
can't wait.
any more thoughts before we close the book on Wednesday?
Wednesday, it was great that we watched it. It was still a good show, I'd say. I mean, if you've been listening this long, you've probably already seen it. So, hope you enjoyed it. We enjoyed it enough. We'll talk about it again, likely at the end of the year when we do our top 10 of 2025 TV shows. So, we'll talk about it again at the end of the year.
But remember, for Final Verdict specifically, not next week, but the following week, Summer I Turned Pretty ends, as well as Gen V begins. There will be a TikTok episode definitely for Summer I Turned Pretty, and there is like something big that happens in that show that makes me do a podcast episode. There won't be a podcast episode, but there will definitely be a TikTok. But Gen V weekly show begins on Thursdays. They will probably drop. John and I will probably Wednesday night rough it, just because.
I'll verify that right now.
Yeah, I think it's September. I think it's next
Wednesday. I got you. Give me like a good 5 seconds to cook here.
One,
I'm
two,
cooking. All right, here we go. September 17th. Wow, 3 episodes drop on September 17th. So this won't go as long. Thank God.
No. Well, yeah, but we're not going to be dropping it that Thursday. It will probably drop. It will drop sometime that week for sure.
It's actually they drop every Wednesday.
I know, but I'm saying like I thought it was 1 episode a week, so we could watch 1 episode and then record right after. But to watch 3 episodes in 1 day is a lot.
That's nothing for me.
For the employed. Sorry, no offense, John.
3 episodes.
No offense, John. But that will drop sometime next week, so make sure you stay tuned. That Peacemaker will be dropping Saturday, for stay tuned for that. And over on the Inside the Dome, oh boy, we're back, baby. We're back, full swinging, going hard. You got NFL tomorrow, then college football, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We're going to be wrestling all these couple weeks. It's going to be a good time. And I'm sure there's going to be movies in between. I want to go see The Long Walk. I think John wants to go see that movie. And who knows whatever happens in between.
Yeah, The Long Walk is this week. Then the following week, that movie, Him, that football movie, horror movie. I'm going to see it. Because I'm really intrigued to see how that movie is. Him. I'm him. I'm him.
And then there's other movies dropping later this year. But football's taking back over, so it's kind of hard for us to keep doing a lot of this stuff. But I'm glad that Wednesday was able to fit in. I think there's a bunch of other shows dropping. I saw more shows on Prime that I'm interested in watching. But until that happens, we gotta wait. So make sure you stay tuned tomorrow. Like I said, NFL, then college football, Peacemaker this Saturday. It's going to be a big old doozy week, and whatever happens in between. But for now, thank you for listening to this podcast.
Happy 100.
Sure
happy 100.
Happy 100. Yes, happy 100. Thank you, Wednesday, for making us to 100. Who knows where we'll be at 200, 300, 400. See, now, like, here's the question, John. What comes next? Episode 200 or Secret Wars?
200. Secret Wars got a while.
Yeah, 2027, but it took us like a year. It took us almost 2 years to get to 100.
Yeah, that's true. I'd still say we get to 200 first.
Because I was going to say, like, Doomsday, but Doomsday is definitely coming before.
Oh, yeah, Doomsday is definitely coming before.
We're not getting to 200 before Doomsday. But that's it. Make sure you check out our socials. Instagram, Twitter/X. That's not followed by John Cena just yet, but soon will be. TikTok, YouTube. This video is on YouTube where you can see our beautiful faces, my clean shaven face. Like I said, check out Inside the Dome this week. But that's it. I'm done. I'm rambling. It's bedtime. With John Dodaro, I'm Carlin Jacob, and thank you to listening to The Final Verdict.